Aberdeen is Scotland's third largest city, a cosmopolitan city with an international well-travelled population of around 200,000. The city has a wide variety of arts and culture to tempt visitors and celebrates its cultural heritage throughout the year. The vision for the city is one which is an even better place to live and work, where people can expect high-quality services that meet their needs. We know that if the council is to achieve this vision, diversity and equality must be included in every aspect of council business, both internally and with partners. The council's single equality scheme is our way of progressing their vision. It focuses on people and provides actions that deliver for people, improving services and access to services for all the equality groups. And there are key challenges for Aberdeen City Council, some of which include: the number of migrant workers continues to rise. With an ageing population, there are increasing numbers of elderly women facing poverty, as well as a higher number of people living with a disability. And finally, Aberdeen has one of the highest pay gaps in the UK, principally because of the high wages in the oil and gas related industries, which have a predominantly male workforce.
Well, the Single Equality Scheme is a plan to replace the three statutory equality schemes for disability, gender and race.
I've been involved in the planning and delivering of the Single Equality Scheme at the World Cafe events that happened within the city this year. It was a really good idea because it got people to come together and to talk about their differing faiths and beliefs.
We've been heavily involved in a Single Equality Scheme, and council's been really good at consulting with the diverse communities in Aberdeen City.
Grampian Society for the Blind have been involved in the consultation and development of that scheme.
I think it's been interesting to see how the scheme has developed. I hope that I've been able to provide perhaps some of the different layers within the community, working with the Aberdeen Interfaith Group, working with some of the Christian communities and also the people of no faith as well.
The effectiveness of the contribution that we made, I think, highlighting some of the issues that maybe aren't immediately apparent for LGBT communities, have been included in the scheme.
And I know without such awareness, people can't participate. People will not be able to know what are their rights and also what are the services available that they can have access to.
We have contributed continuously on improvement on age discrimination, on equality for older and younger people through intergenerational work.
And young people are seen as unequal in some ways. There's a lot of discrimination towards young people. Like, even in just the community, young people can often be seen as the troublemakers. They should be respecting but not being given respect, and I'm hopeful that this kind of scheme would help discourage that attitude.
Even then, if we can achieve more than 50% of what is, the strategies or whatever key action plan that is being stated, to me, that is an achievement.
The Single Equality Scheme is all about people. Its actions are focused on delivering results for people. Therefore, the people who benefit most from the Single Equality Scheme are those in the equality target groups.
I would hope that some of the main benefits will be that the council, but the community as a whole, will be much more aware of the needs of people with visual impairment.
I think it'll make life easier for anybody who identifies as lesbian, gay, bisexual or transgender to be them true selves, their true selves, in their workplace, out and about in town, and when accessing any services.
We've been involved in interage workshops where the young people have gone along to the workshop and they've taught the older people how to use things like social networking sites and how to text message, and the last one they were teaching them how to use a WeFit.
I think the best example is really to do with the Signposter project. It's about the quality of information, about transferring information to a whole range of older people, yet in saying that also younger people may benefit from that.
In the faith, belief and religion community, there are a huge skills base, and if we're looking at social cohesion, then we can bring together communities. We have buildings, we have IT skills, we have strategies, we have networks, we have translators, we have educators, all within those communities. and often we don't use them to their full potential.
There's so much information outside. A lot of people are not necessarily computer literate and able to access the IT that is available, so we need to share this information on an equal basis.
It's all very well publishing a scheme like this, but the next step on from it, I think, is to hammer out the issues that there are potentially between groups across all equality strands, and see if we can't actually just get together in some kind of harmony.
We're all diverse, we're all completely different, and I think it gives us the opportunity to see the differences and to embrace those differences.
I'd like to see the council take a more active role in trying to ensure that people who have disabilities, especially young people with disabilities, actually can access and get the services that they need.
Another key area for us we would like to see a continuing development for is younger visually impaired people. So hopefully their needs will be highlighted and taken on board.
There's still a lot of work. We need to sort of generate more interest in it. There should be more publicity about what is available, and to spread the word.
People from, I would say, from ethnic minority, they would like to have personal touch in a way that it's nice to have somebody to approach them individually.
Aberdeen City Council supports communities of interest forums, and these are forums such as the Disability Advisory Group, the Ethnic Minority Forum, Aberdeen Women's Alliance. So we've been working with these groups as we have developed the scheme, and that work will continue as the scheme is implemented and rolled out, and they will have a very important role working with us as well, just in terms of scrutiny and monitoring.
If you raise people's expectations and let people down, I think that's kind of counterproductive. But the way that the scheme's been consulted on and we've looked at everything that I think people are really enthusiastic about, and they can see that it's not only something that's kind of bureaucratic or ticking a box, but it's something that's important to people's lives.
As the title says, equality. It should be equality in the whole range, not only on age, but on race, on discrimination, on religious grounds, etc. We need to sort of bring it to the forefront.
And with this single equality scheme, the people will have the confidence that that they will be looked at equally.
We're kind of really hopeful that it'll make a really big difference.
Benefits a whole range of different people within the communities in the city.
Anything that makes Aberdeen a friendlier place to live, I think, benefits everybody.
And I think that council are moving in a very positive direction.